How's it going, everyone? Chris here, and welcome back to another Nintendo Direct leak discussion video. In today's video, we're actually going to be taking a look at a very interesting new leak, because this leak claims that we are actually going to be getting a fully fledged Nintendo Direct the day before Valentine's Day on February 13th, and not only does it tell us what time it's going to happen, but it also tells us about stuff that we are going to be seeing during it. However, guys, as always, and I cannot stress this enough, just because this post claims that we are going to be getting a Nintendo Direct on February 13th, that does not mean that this is going to happen for 100% sure, so make sure you guys take this with a grain of salt and realize that I'm talking about this just for fun. Unfortunately, guys, I do not have a link to the original post, as the person who sent this in to me sent it in as a screenshot, so everything that you guys are going to need to be able to see is going to be up on screen. And now, guys, with all of that out of the way, I have to tell you guys where this information came from. So guys, this leak was sent in to me by one of my subscribers on my Discord server, so if you guys haven't already joined up, you can find a link to my Discord, as well as links to all of my social media presences, such as my Twitter, Twitch, and Patreon, in the description right down below, as well as the pinned comment. And now, guys, with all of that out of the way, the leak that we're going to go ahead and take a look at today originally comes from 4chan, so let's just go ahead and take a look at it, shall we? So guys, like I said, this leak comes from 4chan, and it is titled Nintendo Direct 13-2, which is February 13th at 6 p.m. Pacific time, and it is posted by Anonymous. It starts by saying there's a blank ton of ports getting announced, so I'll separate the real announcements and ports. It starts off with Okami 2, and it is directed by Hideki, and I don't want to butcher that last name, so I'm not going to say it. It's a Switch exclusive, and it releases in 2021. Metroid Dread, a 2D game developed by Mercury Steam, and the lighting and graphics look incredible. Holiday 2020 is when it's going to be released. After that, Xenoblade Definitive Edition is going to be released on July 31st, and Paper Mario RPG, which is a new Paper Mario, is going to be released on August 28th. Super Mario Odyssey 2 looks very similar to the first one. I assume it started off as an expansion, and this is going to be released in holiday 2020. The Direct concludes with Dragonborn Smash reveal trailer and Fighter Pack 2 shilling. That's it for the new announcements. They talk about Breath of the Wild 2 briefly for a while, saying it's coming along well, but it won't release in 2020. After that, apparently we're also going to be getting the announcement of some ports. So first of all, the Metal Gear Legacy Collection with no Metal Gear Solid 4, but Portable Ops and Acid 1+2 are added to the bundle, and that is all going to release on June 2nd. The BioShock Collection is going to release on May 12th, and XCOM 2 is going to release on May 26th with no sign of the first one. After that, Frostpunk is going to be released in summer of 2020, and The Outer Worlds is going to be coming in fall of 2020. Disco Elysium, with no date specified, is announced. After that, Final Fantasy 4, 5, and 6, and Chrono Trigger are going to be immediately added to the eShop. I guess Square was too stingy to let them in the SNES app. After that, Saints Row 4 is going to be released on July 17th, and finally, Guilty Gear Strive is announced for the Switch, but no port of XRD, unfortunately though. That's it! I can't wait to see the reactions to Okami 2, Metroid, and the Smash Newcomer, and I will see you all on February 13th. So now that we've gone over this entire post, let's talk about it a little bit. So guys, the first thing that I want to go ahead and say is that there is a gigantic red flag in just the title, and that is that this says that we are going to be getting a Nintendo Direct on February 13th at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Now obviously guys, I don't think that the day February 13th is necessarily a bad day for us to get a Direct, because obviously that is a Thursday, and typically we do have Directs on either Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. However, they're saying that this Direct is going to happen at 6 p.m. Pacific time, which for those of us in Eastern Standard Time, that's 9 p.m. Nintendo loves to get their Directs out of the way like super early in the morning. I mean, the last Smash Ultimate Direct we had where they unveiled Byleth as Fighter Pack number 5 was actually taking place at 6 a.m. Pacific time, so yeah, I definitely think that that is a red flag. However, there is no like definitive time that Nintendo Directs have to be, so for right now, we'll let that slide. So now guys, let's go ahead and talk about the games, and we're not going to make this like an hour-long video, so we're not going to go ahead and talk about every single game. However, we are going to go ahead and talk about the important ones. So first of all, apparently we are going to be getting Okami 2. Now, personally guys, I have never actually played the original Okami. I have friends that absolutely love the game franchise though, so hopefully that does end up happening for them because I know they'd be super happy with it. After that, apparently we are going to be getting a new 2D Metroid called Metroid Dread. Now right away guys, for those of you who weren't already aware, a couple of days ago, Sabi, who is the most credible Super Smash Bros. Ultimate leaker, came forward and said that we were going to be getting a new Metroid game sometime in 2020, as well as a new Paper Mario game, and it's not going to be Metroid Prime 4. Now right away guys, lots of people believe that it's actually going to end up being the Metroid Prime trilogy. However, I definitely think that a 2D Metroid game is something that a lot of people would really like to see because a lot of people prefer that version of Metroid, and I also think that it's a lot easier for the developers to make, so it's entirely possible. Yes, I do think that the Metroid Prime trilogy is going to eventually come to the Nintendo Switch, and honestly, I hope it comes sooner rather than later, so people actually have time to play it before Metroid Prime 4 releases. However, guys, considering Metroid Prime 4 recently just started development from scratch, we have at least another 3 years for them to release the Metroid Prime trilogy, so yeah, it's definitely possible that we could end up getting a new 2D Metroid game. After that, apparently, Xenoblade Definitive Edition is going to be released on July 31st, and honestly, guys, sure, I mean, that sounds good to me. I don't think that they've already given us an announcement date or a release date quite yet, so yeah, if it gets released on the 31st, I'm sure lots of people are going to be happy about that. After that, Paper Mario RPG is going to be released on August 28th. Now, once again, guys, I just said that Sabi came forward a couple of days ago and said that we were going to be getting a new Paper Mario game sometime in 2020, and this version of Paper Mario is finally going to go back to his roots, right? So he's going to have partners again, and it's overall going to be a very good Paper Mario game, so hopefully that does end up happening because if you guys know me, you know I absolutely love the Paper Mario franchise, so yeah, hopefully we do end up seeing a brand new Paper Mario game. After that, apparently, Super Mario Odyssey 2 is going to get announced, and it looks very similar to the first one. He assumes it started off as an expansion, and it releases in holiday of 2020. Now, right away, guys, this makes all the sense in the world, right? If Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 is not going to get released in 2020, especially around the holiday season, that means that Nintendo needs to release some kind of holiday game, and releasing a Mario game is like one of the best game franchises they could release. I mean, yeah, they could release another Pokemon game, but considering we are getting the expansions for Pokemon Sword and Shield, I think that they probably are going to make another Mario Odyssey game because it is something that people have been begging for a very long time, and it's going to sell extremely well, so yeah. I would not be surprised at all if we finally got the announcement of the next Mario Odyssey game. After that, apparently, the final thing that is going to get announced in that Nintendo Direct is that we are going to be getting Dragonborn from Skyrim in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, right away, guys, if this does actually end up happening and we do see Dragonborn as a playable Super Smash Bros. Ultimate character, people are going to go absolutely insane, right? So Skyrim is already on the Nintendo Switch, and people absolutely love that game franchise, and lots of people would really love to see a Skyrim character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and if they do something where they make the character like customizable and you can make it exactly how you want it, I think people would go absolutely insane for him. Now, personally, guys, I don't really know how I feel about him. I'd rather have a character like Waluigi or Sora. However, I definitely understand that Skyrim is an extremely important game and a lot of people really love it. So yeah, I'd be happy having him in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I think he'd be a great character. And once again, guys, Breath of the Wild 2 is not going to get any new information. They do say that it is not going to be released in 2020, which is something that's extremely disappointing because obviously everybody and their mother is ready to get their hands on this game, but yeah, I mean, they're going to take their time on their game. They're going to make sure the game is the absolute best it can be, so we really can't complain about that. And finally, guys, in terms of all the ports that we are supposedly going to be getting on the Nintendo Switch, the only real thing I have to say about them is that, yeah, first of all, that is a ton of ports. I think that a lot of these games are extremely awesome, and it's going to be great to see them on the Switch, like the Metal Gear Legacy Collection and the Outer Worlds. Like, that's going to be absolutely amazing. Can't wait to play those. But yeah, I mean, none of these games are like games that I'm really dying to play or anything else like that. So if any of these ports are games that you guys are really looking forward to playing on your Nintendo Switch, let me know which ones in the comments. And however, guys, with all of that being said, do I believe that this leak is real? Honestly, guys, probably not. And I don't think that it's not real because of any of the games or the ports or anything else like that. The reason I don't think that this Direct is going to end up being real is because I can't see them doing it at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Now, once again, I could absolutely be wrong, and maybe they will have a Direct that late. However, guys, it seems as though Nintendo likes to do their Directs in the morning, so yeah, at this point, I'm betting that we're going to be getting a morning Direct on either a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday in February, so hey, the Direct is right around the corner, guys, and we're gonna find out soon enough. However, guys, with all of that being said, make sure you guys let me know your thoughts about everything that we talked about in today's video in the comment section down below. Do you guys believe that this leak is real, and would you be happy if it was? Why or why not? Thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, share, and like, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.